Hey guys, and welcome back to more Crusaders Lost Idols. In this episode I thought we'd examine the various idol skills and talents. So when you first unlock your first 150 areas, you will unlock this first area of talents. So the main talent I would recommend you focusing in is passive criticals, because it's the only one that really gives you a boost in DPS. I do recommend using Spend It All, because Spend It All is just an amazingly useful thing in the late game, so you don't have to level each person up. You can just use Spend It All to equalize your levels. So just to show you how it works, if we were going to Spend It All, we would get everybody of equal levels. So if you look here, he's level 100, 50, 19. It's going to equalize all these levels, which is really good, because then later on when you go to reset, everybody's at an equivalent level. So very useful, very powerful. So surplus cooldown only helps if you're over the max amount of cooldown. So what this means is I think you have to be over 100%. I'm not exactly sure what the amount is, but when you get so many cornucopias where you're no longer reducing the cooldown of abilities, that is surplus cooldown. So putting money into this before you hit surplus cooldown will not do anything for you. You can also respec down here if you ever make a mistake. There is a scavenger ability. I don't really find the gold found in Silver Chest to be that significant that it's worth investing in this. But if you wanted to, you can. And the same thing with Time Around. Gives your abilities 5% longer, but most of the time you're idling. It's a game about idling, so you're not actually getting improvement the majority of the time with this upgrade. So if we move to the second layer upgrade, you need to complete level 300, and you get some really interesting things. Firstly, Over Enchanted. So Over Enchanted increases effectiveness of enchantment points by 20%. Definitely worth it. There's actually a spreadsheet you can find on Reddit that gives you an idea of which are the most most useful. So you can find that on the Reddit. But very powerful. So if we look at our characters now, we purchased this. Let's look at Jack, because I know before enchantment points were giving him 25. Now it's 30, so big boosts. So we can probably even show one more shortly. So this is a really powerful one, set bonus. If you have all 3 shot filled, you get 20 more DPS. So look at our DPS is 20, just 20 flat. If we get this talent, we went up to 24. It's a flat 20% DPS bonus, which is much higher than any of the other ones. These is just a 1% for each crit chance here. So very powerful bonus, very much worth it. And the last one though that I think is really cool is the Speed Looter. So Speed Looter allows you to open 5, 25 or 100 chests at once. So I'm actually gonna go to the Reddit thing like I said, and we'll figure out which one of those is more useful. So it's definitely a tool to use, especially if you want to maximize your DPS. For the most part, it's not the big deal, but so there you go. We can open 100 chests at once. Let's see what this looks like. So it just breaks down your loot. That's cool. It just stacks them for you. That is awesome. So if we got through, we got 2 common gears, 48 blazes, 53 uncommon golds, a cursed sword, ring of fire, 44 common golds, 3 tinder sparks, 17 golds, unlucky Culverth duplicate, permanent amulet, power boost, like just huge amount of stuff. Is there anything we actually got that's not a duplicate? I guess there probably is. 9 wooden horns. It's useful because those give 5% cooldown. Power burst, gold rush. 3 windfalls. This is actually kind of nice. Duplicates. Duplicates. Because there's some characters. I think it's only 2 wooden coins. 6. So yeah, this definitely beats the old way of opening chests. There you go, got faded wooden stovepipe. DPS increased by 5% because I didn't have that actually before. All the rest, duplicates. Gold ring is nice. 4% DPS for everybody. Duplicate, so. And just do another 100. That's awesome that you can just rip through them. I wanted to try the 5-time with a jeweled Easter chest. There you go, high pressure fire extinguisher. That's so amazing. Like, that they came up with this is just so cool. That's just awesome. Let's do 5 jeweled Easter chests. So there's the rare gear. There's the carrot. Crit chance, increases crit click damage multiplier. So I got 2 reg. Oh, so it disenchanted 2 of them. Got the lucky gold bar, increases gold found by 4%. We actually don't have one of those yet. Gold coif. Increases the cooldown destruction by 25%. DPS of auxiliary by 15%. Quantum leap. Metal helmet. Okay, so that one will have gotten disenchanted. Fine steel gear. Oh, I got the how many? I got I guess just 1 epic, other than the lucky steel gold bar. So down by reduction by 100%. So it's pretty sweet, and then you can just do 25 at a time if you would like. That's amazing. That's really, really cool. So, got all 3 slots. Rapid. We got kinds of good stuff there. And we could actually look at these characters. So, we looked at those very briefly, but so the Robo Rabbit. We'll get some get through day, 100% DPS. Clicker Rabbit, which is just the clicker realm ability. Clicking capacitor is really neat. As you, if you wait, see we have this build up. If I clicked, here, I'd actually have to get a click off, which would be hard considering how much damage I'm dealing, but I discharged that amount of damage, so it builds up a huge amount of damage. Another 100%, 50% click damage. Wind Up Buddy is really cool. As you click, if you see we got 1 click in there. It's hard to get clicks because they kill him instantly, but we got 1 click in. Now it's 7%, so he busts by 7% of damage. So White Mole is 200%, and then that's the Rab that everybody has, which is the 4% bonus. So a lot of these characters have big enchantment bonuses. So that's just awesome. Like, even though it's 5%, it's 5% more DPS. Because I've been so unlucky, and it actually gives our Tarsus that 20% bonus because he previously didn't have all the slots filled. So got a better clone there. Alan got all his items. So he's got DPS boost. So I think a lot of these are horror games. So I think Alan is an Alan Wake reference. Blinding Light, I believe, is a Dying Life reference, especially with Another Runner in the Night. So glowing presence. I'm thinking it's maybe a Mad Max reference. Just looking at the item. Resurrection. Could just be any kind of zombie related. But Resurrection is kind of his main focused ability. This is just DPS to all Crusaders. Blinding Light, it could be useful, but you're stunning one enemy and the rate you kill enemies is pretty high. It could be useful for bosses, but whenever a Fennec Crusader dies, 10% to be resurrected to full health, damaging all Crusaders for 25% of their max health. So this is much better than the Phoenix, because the Phoenix just deals damage, where this actually resurrects the Crusader. Much more powerful. So, Strength of Will, Faithful Connection. So, it's a 100% chance for Crusaders adjacent to Ellen, but so is 6-second cooldown. So, it's guaranteed that people next to Ellen will get resurrected, but it only happens every 6 seconds. But I think, yeah, reduces it by 25%. So, and then this angelic impalement is that. So, Alan, pretty interesting character. I'm not sure if he's how effective he is, because he doesn't really get the DPS boost, but I guess it's really based on the item. Currently, I mostly use Reginald as my DPS, because he gets 50% between those two items, but he actually probably would be better if he had that higher. Oh, actually, no, might actually be higher than Reginald for DPS. Reginald's just a little bit higher, but Alan actually is for the most part more effective, because he gets Resurrection, the Blinding Light ability. So yeah, just have to figure out. Yeah, so that's actually pretty cool. Gives me, if I could get, like, this event's ending like right away, so I'm not likely to get the epic item, but that is actually neat that he is higher DPS. Well, like I said, not exactly higher, but with his ability he is better. But with this build, actually, I think it'd be difficult to get him in a slot where it really matters. Yeah. Because I can't really stop them from attacking Alan unless I, again, push everything back. So, which I don't want to do. Because Kikori needs to heal the front line. So. But, still all interesting. But anyway, guys, thanks for coming out for more Crusaders of the Lost Island, and back in the next episode for more. Thanks, guys. Later.